How's Lawrence going to make it through?
To be honest, I really don't know. I'm afraid he doesn't have enough pyrite to make a difference. We'll just have to pray that Deanna's assistant comes in time. If he sells too little, it could just get people's hopes up that there'll be more to buy. If that happens, he could end up pushing the price even higher, which is exactly the opposite of what he's trying to do.
Can't Marty just act like he's going to make a sale in order to trick Lawrence? That's what I'd do.
He sure can. You're a smart one.
Where could Holo be?
It is only the foolish who frustrate at every turn. Your calmness is a sure sign of your control, Amarty.
Holo.
My love.
Just shut up!
We have a buy!
How much is it going to go up?
Really? I can't believe it's gone up that much.
Yeah, if it keeps going like this, it can move another 20% by this afternoon. I cashed out too early. I should have held on.
The price keeps creeping up, doesn't it?
Marty is holding on to 800 silver worth of pyrite. That is, if I remember correctly, of course. And 20% more?
That would be 960 for him.
He'd sell what he's holding for sure if it got that high. Another 40 would be pretty easy for him to scare up. Marty's contract with Lawrence would have to be sealed after that. And all that could happen before the poisoned credit can take effect.
Poisoned credit? Huh.
Still no word. Where is Deanna's assistant? If Holo's been with Amarty all this time, then she could have picked up quite a lot from him. Stop it!
There it goes.
I never thought it'd get this high.
I still think I can get better.
Not good. It must have been Amarty who made the deal with Deanna.
I don't get it. Doesn't Lawrence get paid even if he loses to Amarty in the pyrite market?
That's correct.
I thought merchants liked making money. What's his problem?
Because he would also suffer a huge loss. And this is the type of thing that can't be bought back with gold coins.
Pyrite. I'm assuming this has to do with getting your hands on the alchemist stockpile.
Please don't tell me you found the buyer before you found the iron pyrite.
I've been so busy lately, I didn't have the time.
Someone else has already bought some. Please allow me to handle negotiations. I'm sure I'll know something by tomorrow, but I'm afraid I don't know where to look for you.
Oh, in front of the mineral merchant stand at the marketplace should be fine. Come on.
Another buy!
You have already traded me for 1,000 of your precious coins. Say something.
He doesn't know where Holo is either.
We have a sale!
Is it Amarty?
Make way! Please! I have to get through!
Yes?
It wasn't him.
Another buy!
It's moving quick. Things could really pick up now. It's time to sell.
Nah, I think we should wait.
Holo! Oh, it's you.
I didn't mean to startle you, but one of our customers wants to purchase his barley using the iron pyrite.
How much of it?
He wants 250 trenny.
Get back here as fast as you can.
Right.
It's a sale! I'm holding out. It's gotta go up more. So you know Amarty bought 500 silver worth of pyrite from Lawrence, but he only bought it on paper, on credit. The actual exchange happens when the market closes tonight. What does that mean to you?
It means that if the price goes up, his paper is worth something, but if it drops, he'll never be able to sell it, right?
That's exactly right. Who would want something that might be worthless? If the iron pyrite happens to return to its original value as a rock, the 500 silver they have on paper becomes worthless junk.
So then whoever has the certificate at the end loses.
That's right, and that's why it's dangerous to deal in poison credit.
Polo? Where are you?
You better hurry up, kid. Another buy!
More iron pyrite?
It's way too high. Fewer and fewer buyers are on the board. I can sell everything I have now. I'm selling! I need that 400 silver worth of pyrite from Diana, and I could really start the market flowing my way. If only she'd come right now.
Lawrence, I got it! I'm sorry it took so long. 250 silver worth of rocks. Hey, what's the matter, Lawrence?
No, nothing. Thank you, Lund. To be safe, I should wait for the rest of the pyrite from Diana's assistant.
But if she doesn't come, and she might not.
Yeah. That's true. Just a minute ago, I sold thinking that she'd never make it in time. But I'm already in it this deep. It's now or never.
What just happened?
Someone placed an order. The winds are changing. I'll have to wait for Diana's pyrite now.
Hey, that's Marty up there!
He must have figured out what I'm trying to do.
She'll be here. Just hold on for a little bit longer.
It doesn't matter. We're out of time. Please, you have to hurry.
Are you Mr. Lawrence? You are you not?
Yes, I am.
I have a message for you from my mistress, Diana.
Yes, what is it?
The negotiations have failed. The seller backed out at the last minute. That's all she had to say. She sends her regrets that she couldn't come through for you. I'll take my leave.
I have been looking all over for you.
Lawrence! Lawrence! Hey, Lawrence! Lawrence, listen to me!
Oh, sorry, Lund. I'm just so sorry. This has all been a lot of work for nothing. Would you take a message to Mark for me? Tell him it's over and that the plan didn't work. I'm happy, though. At least I still get 1,000 silver from Amarty. That's a huge day's haul for any merchant.
Well, here's your share of it anyway.
Stop it! It can't be true. You can't just give up like that. My master taught me that a real merchant never gives up. He keeps on fighting. Fortune and gold don't favor those who sit around praying for it to fall from the sky. They come to those who don't have any idea when to quit. I should shut up. Mark told me you'd beat me to a pulp if I told you this, but I just can't hold it in. I fell for her the first time I saw her. I am madly in love with your woman friend, Holo. You can hit me now.
You're right. I do feel like beating someone. Fortunately for you, it's myself. I almost forgot. People who don't know when to quit are also the ones who end up achieving their wildest dreams in life. And you're looking at someone who does not quit. Merchants are constantly making plans, guessing profits and doing the math once reality sets in. If I trade in this, I can make that. If I sell now, I'll win. It's important to think that way. Honestly, I don't think there's an end to the number of possible outcomes you can dream up. Too much thinking as a merchant can drive you crazy, though. Soon it starts to look like every trade has too much risk. The only way not to get lost in all of it is to have something that guides you. And whatever that is, as a merchant, you have to find it. And once you do, and you know its worth, even the craziest ideas don't seem too risky. You just believe them, because they're true. Once I sell these stones, it'll be time for you to spread the rumor I taught you, okay?
Yes, right!
Tell me, Lund, do you still believe in God? Oh, never mind.
You're back again, huh?
Selling.
Huh.
I am selling too. You fool.
Hey, don't look at me. Unlike someone I know, at least Diana has class. When it was over, Marty didn't take that much of a loss. I'd say the blow to his ego was far greater.
That's your payment when you mess with someone's woman.
That's all you really missed.
I was rather hoping we would have completely drained him of all his resources. I can never forgive him for what he said to me. Do not even bother, I will never tell you.
Please don't. I actually think it's better that way.
However, that hardly means this unfortunate matter is settled between us.
My apologies.
Do you even know the place where you went astray with me?
Yeah, believe me, I know all too well. Well, sort of. When I saw that contract between you and Marty, it was just plain stupid of me to go it alone, wasn't it? The only real mistake I made was not believing in you. I should have realized you were trying to tell me you were Diana's other buyer when I saw those white feathers in your cloak. I panicked. When Marty went up to the vendor, I became convinced I was in a trap you'd set.
What? What do you mean?
Nothing. I thought maybe you were tricking me into selling before it was time. You have to understand, I really believed you were with Marty then. Lucky me. Turns out I was wrong about that. You were really trying to signal me that Marty already had enough and it was time for me to sell. But I was stuck in my head and I couldn't stop second-guessing. And the marriage certificate. You actually signed it, but I thought about it a lot. And I figured that was just to get me angry enough to confront you. Am I right?
Idiot. I was waiting for you up... Never mind. Go on.
When we were in Lubenhagen, you told me that things would be easier if we didn't beat around the bush. Do you remember? You said you would rather we just got things out in the open, even if it meant fighting. I misjudged you from the very beginning. The other night when you got upset over Yoitz, the last thing you said was...
I'm sorry.
I really thought you were through with me. But it wasn't like that. You were coming to your senses. Right?
How can one man be so clueless? Honestly, I have seen clearer thinking from beasts of the forest than I have from you in the past 2 days. You nearly ruined my plans. You actually thought I was plotting against you for your destruction, and on top of that, you could not just back off and let me handle it.
It is true that we have only known each other a short time, but I did not think the connection we shared was so completely ephemeral. I guess I am eternally optimistic. Or would you really cast me off?
You're the only traveling partner I want. There's only one thing I've ever been any good at, and that's trading. And it takes time to change. So whenever it comes to anything outside the world of a merchant, you would do well to think of me as a child. Even still, I do want to continue traveling with you.
Okay, then. Tell me who I am to you, first.
It's impossible for me to put into words.
Is that so? Perhaps when your brain has matured.
Believe me, a couple more weeks like this and I'll be old.
Pain makes one wise.
Do you mind if I ask you a question? It's just, I was wondering, what exactly did you say to Diana to convince her to sell you the pyrite?
It was easy enough to figure out your entire plan from the half Marty told me about. Though I must say that I was impressed with what you had devised. You can be quite the merchant when you put your mind to it, Lawrence. You called her Diana, yes. My visit had nothing at all to do with your plan.
So, why did you go see her?
I sought her help on a matter very dear to me. I found her from the scent on the letter, which was no mean feat considering the smells which surrounded her.
Well, that must have been fun for you.
I asked her to make up a new story about Yoitz and how it still existed in the north. I also asked her to help me make sure it got back to you somehow. But all she did was convince me to tell her loads of my stories, which I did, and then she refused to do what I asked of her.
Really?
The very moment I concluded my humiliating tale of our situation, your boorish hand was pounding at the front door.
Is anyone there?
Afterwards, that heinous woman thought better of the plan that she herself had formulated. She concluded that the best way to divine your true worth was to test your resolve.
That would explain what she said when I left.
Do your best. I was also privileged to hear that final inane question you asked of her.
Have you by chance heard any legends about pagan gods mating with humans?
Yes, there are many like that. Apparently, there are all sorts of scintillating tales of gods and humans mating. If that is your desire, I could grant it. Will you be gentle to me? But not now. I've completely lost my appetite after talking to that woman. You are aware she is not human, are you not?
Not a human.
Those feathers you saw that were scattered about the room, those were hers. She is actually a giant bird, much larger than you. She fell in love with a traveling priest and spent a life with him building a church. Eventually, the priest became suspicious of her, since no matter how much time passed, she never aged. The end of the story is too sad to tell again. I want to see my home again, Lawrence, even if it is no longer there.
What will you do when we get to you, Ace?
If only you were on fire for me that way.
Well, if I was drunk enough, I guess I might be able to get close.
If you get drunk, who will carry me to bed? Did you think of that? You are an idiot.